Found this great deal of $4.75 a gallon for diesel. Gotta fill up. What a deal. That wasn't even a whole thing. He's got a 50-gallon tank. What's up, everybody? I was thinking today, I've done a whole bunch of videos on all kinds of other cars. Being that I work in the dealership, I have access to a whole bunch of cool cars. I haven't even talked about what I have. We're going to do a video today on one of my vehicles. So, today we are doing a video. We're in my 2022 Ram 3500. It is a single rear wheel. It's a tradesman, so just the base model. You can see it's got vinyl seats here, just real basic. We're driving here, so we're not going to get real into it. But we're doing a towing video today, so I'll show you what I got hooked up. This is the rig we're hauling today. Ram up front, super windy today. Horses. 1, 2, 3. There's one right there. 4, 5, 6. There it is. Back, I've got a 24-foot stock trailer with a tack room, so overall the trailer back to front I think is like 35 feet or so, but some of that's over the bed. Anyway, and I've got 6 horses in there. 3 of them are yearlings, so they don't weigh as much as the full-grown ones. They're probably like 800 pounds a piece. So I figure the trailer's like 8,500 pounds, and then there's 3 adult horses in there. They're all probably somewhere around 12 to 1,300 pounds a piece, and then the 3 babies are probably 800 pounds a piece. So I figure I'm sitting right around like 14.5 is what I'm towing today. I think this truck's rated to tow like 25,000-ish pounds. Being that it's not the dually. The dually tows like 35,000 pounds. This one is the high output Cummins with the 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, like 1,025, and then the AISIN transmission. So we're currently driving. We've got the horses in the back there, and we are climbing a hill. Just want to talk a little bit about, like, kind of almost like is the high output worth the money? Last time I checked, the regular Cummins is like a $8,000 to $9,000 option. The high output Cummins is like an $11,500 option. Obviously things are changing and that could be outdated already, but last time I checked, that's about where they were. So if it's a $9,000 option to an $11,500 option, like a $2,500 option. Is it worth the money? Up front, probably. Get a whole bunch more power. And the transmission is a little bit better. It's not near as good as I thought it was going to be. So, I thought, because they tell you, the AISIN transmission is a redone Chrysler version of the AISIN transmission. Well, I don't know what they did, but it kind of sucks. It shifts really hard. It's like almost violent sometimes when it shifts. What it does do that I really like, that I feel like makes it better than the 68 RFE, when you're going up hills and you need more power, because like they're programmed to shift up so you get better mileage. When it needs to shift down, it's almost like a half a gear that it shifts down. I'm sure it's in the torque converter that it does that, but you'll be going up the hill and it just like, it's like a half a step down. I don't know how to explain it other than that, and it just goes. It doesn't have to shift down and spool up and then go. It just doesn't. So I really like that. Obviously, it's got a crap load of power versus the regular Cummins. That one has like 830 foot-pounds of torque or something. This one makes over 1,000. So that helps. I mean, So yeah, I think it is worth it. Is it as good as I thought it was going to be? I was really excited. I ordered this truck. I waited like 6 months or whatever. Is it as good as I thought it was going to be? No, it's not. I was really disappointed. I've had 3 Rams now. I had a 16 dually. That one had the 68 RFE. I had a 21 Ram 2500, so that had the 68 RFE as well. And I was really excited because both of those trucks shifted the same. I was really excited to try this one because I thought that the AISIN transmission was going to be miles better, and it's really not. It kind of sucks. So we'll get into some towing stuff here real quick. I'm about to go up a real big hill. So okay, we're about to go up about the biggest hill of the drive. It's probably about a mile long. Let's see it right here. Looks weird with the wide angle, but there's a big hill. Staying nice and cool. That is something else that I really like about the high output motor. Seems like it stays cool a lot better. There's that gear down. It's hard to see how steep this is on camera, but let's see if I can find a sign that says how steep the grade is. But it holds the speed pretty good. Like I said, it's not a light load. Obviously, those big fifth wheels and stuff are heavier, but it pulls the hills pretty good. I really like how much power it has. Obviously, there's a couple things that I don't like about it, like how hard it shifts, and just mostly the transmission. Mostly is what I don't like about it. But we're getting kind of close to the top here. Probably the steepest, longest hill in all of southern Utah, so it's staying nice and cool. 204 degrees, 77 degrees outside today. Gotta get over, make sure we're not running anybody over here. So we're at the top of the hill now. Over the top right here. Hold the whole hill at the speed limit. Nice and cool, 199 degrees. It was like 206 was the most it got to. So, last thing I wanted to talk about is the exhaust brake. The Rams have the best exhaust brake out of any truck that I've driven. I've driven the Fords. I haven't towed a lot with the Chevs, so I mean they could be good, but I've driven them. I haven't towed with the Chevs, but I've driven them, and I don't think that it's as good. They have the Rams have this automatic exhaust brake, so you can go full exhaust brake or automatic, and it will automatic when you hit the brake, it engages the exhaust brake. Full exhaust brake, it's just on. If you're not on the gas, it's just on. So the automatic exhaust brake is pretty sweet. The other thing is it works really well. I towed with a Ford once. Fords are really nice. I really like them. I arguably think they're probably a better truck than the Ram, but their exhaust brake sucks. So the Ram, I can be going down that hill that I just went up, super steep, and I barely even have to touch the brakes. I touch the brakes to get the exhaust brake going, and it'll gear down a gear or two, and it just holds me right at 65 or however slow I want to go. So the Ram exhaust brake that's probably my favorite thing about this truck. They're just super good. Really impressed with the exhaust brake. But overall, if I had to give this truck a score, the old turbo score, I would say interior quality, it's as good as I would expect. We'll give it a 9. Nothing's perfect. Gas mileage, what I would expect, it gets 12 miles per gallon. When I'm not towing, the most I've ever seen out of it's about 15. It's always hooked to a trailer, so I really don't care what the gas mileage is because it's a truck and it makes a ton of power and it hauls a lot of weight, so I mean, it is what it is. So we'll say 9 on the gas mileage. Powertrain, it makes a lot of power. 10 out of 10 on the power. Said nothing's perfect, but man, it's got a crap load of power. Exhaust brake, 10 out of 10. Love the exhaust brake. Transmission, probably like a 3. Can't stand it. Shifts way too hard. It just is not, like, I don't think I've ever had one single smooth shift out of this truck or any of the other 2 Rams that I've had. Their transmissions are just, I don't know, I'm a big transmission guy. It seems to work fine, it just doesn't feel, like how hard it shifts doesn't feel healthy. So I'd give that transmission probably a solid 3. So overall, it's a decent truck. The transmission is kind of a deal breaker for me. Don't really love it. But yeah, that's my review of the old Ram 3500. So I got another vehicle I'm going to review of my own here. So we got some more videos coming out. So hit the subscribe button. Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Got the old trusty sidekick navigator here, giving me all the directions. Where we going, bud? You make sure nothing bad happens. Make sure we're going the right direction. There's Big Brother back there.